Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the KKRLA Week 8, Game 7. It's Rivalry Week, and this has been my most favorite anticipated rivalry so far, the Blue Blood Rivalry. If you know the reason why, thanks. But it is the net ranking number, where are they at? 12, Musical Strikers taking on the net ranking number 7, the Third Strikers here. The Third Strikers recently lost to the Kina Gamers, so the Kina Gamers set up something for the Musical Strikers, if I do say myself. The Musical Strikers are currently on 3 and 4, and the Third Strikers are currently on a 4 and 3. So this would even out both records, potentially chances still settled in for the tournament. There's going to be a lot of 4 and 4 teams. But ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, there's not much to say, except let's go ahead and get this Blue Blood rivalry started here at DFH Stadium. You can see seats are packed every which way you look. You see a lot of main blue, you see a lot of teal blue. It's a lot coming out here tonight, as this is the first ever time that this game has been played as a main set rivalry, but these two teams have played before. C-Block going to throw up the first goal for the Third Strikers to get things started off. Complete isolation. C-Block saw the open shot. 4:51 left on the clock, as now we go into the second tip. Here goes the second tip, as it's going to make its way over into the Third Strikers side. The Musical Strikers really wanting their chance at the tournament this season. Catch me May 4th, Star Wars Day. What about that? Outlaw with a nice save. For Selection Sunday, to see if your team made it or not. The Musical Strikers have Stinger, Slider, Bandit, and Maverick, and the Third Strikers have C-Block, Outlaw, Samara, and Merlin. I don't know why I about said Samurai for Samara, but I guess. Outlaw sending up a shot. Gonna get that nice shot in. Look at that. It's an amazing shot by the Third Strikers. Sorry, I was in the middle of a yawn. 4:20 left on the clock. Third tip up and ways. Musical Strikers gonna send it out. Merlin gonna head it away. Stinger tries to collide with the ball. Slider's going to send that thing rolling into the Third Striker side. Slider trying to still set up the shot. Rolling up off the roof. That is in there in the red zone, potentially. Barely in. It's not even in the red zone. Stinger puts it in the red zone. Almost gets up the shot. Slider keeps it up, but no one's able to get the shot off, as the Third Striker send the ball down to almost send the ball down into the Musical Striker side. Let me correct myself there. Slider able just to come up out of nowhere off of Maverick's miss. Maverick gets the assist, but Slider with the first goal for the Musical Strikers. Stinks off the corner. Slider finds the opening. Sorry. 3:48 left on the clock, as now we go into the fourth tip, and here we go. As this ball's going to shoot over into the Third Striker side, as it was just a fight mainly in the middle. Just 50-50s all around. Slider sets up the shot. Not really in there. Slider still trying to put it up. Rolls off of Samara. Maverick tries to put it in, but Samara gives it the 50-50, into which blocks Maverick's attempt. Slider trying to throw it out there. Bandit trying to line it up, but C-Block's going to get that ball to roll into the Musical Striker side. I was like, are we going to switch to another player, or are we just going to be stuck on C-Block's grave? Almost 3 minutes left on the clock. The Musical Strikers put the ball back into the Third Striker side. C-Block down here. Now, I do want to mention something about the Beat Tapes. Obviously, the Beat Tapes want their first tournament in their history so far. What they need to look for is that the Third Strikers right here would probably need to lose this game by 4 to set up the goal deficit that they need to potentially make the tournament. Maverick sets up the shot and ties up the game 2-2. So they would need them to win this game 6-2 actually, which would be a decently hard thing because this rivalry is so engraved. But it would be a hard thing for them to do, but they can obviously pull out with it. Now, with the third strikers in a scoring drought. Sends the ball over to the musical striker side. Probably should have kept my mouth shut. Maverick tries to send it out. Nice block off of C block. Maverick. Outlaw hitting it away. Stinger's going to win that 50-50. Stinger's still trying to find that setup. Stinger sends it the wrong way. Maverick trying to put it back up. Almost put it back into the little dog pile that was over there. Up in the red zone. Somebody's trying to go get that. It's going to be Maverick taking the lead 3-2 with 2:10 left on the clock. What a nice hit. Maverick just puts it in with 2:10 left on the clock. I mean, you really got to pay attention to the beat tapes because this can be their first ever tournament ever. Or playoff for that matter if we're going into the old basis. C-Block trying to put up something. It's going to roll off. Still in the red zone. Bandit's going to hit it away. Nice defense. Bandit 50-50s with Outlaw is going to win that one. Merlin trying to hit it away. Can't see through the demolition explosion. Merlin tried to send it out. Couldn't get the right thing. Maverick's going to send it out with Slider bumping into him to give it more force, I guess. Samara with a not so good hit if someone was there to grab it. Bandit sending it back down to the third striker side. By the way, why am I not talking about the next game that's coming up? Well, it's these two teams already have been out of the tournament with their 2-5 record actually. So it'd be extremely hard for them to get into the tournament, I would say, since this is the first tournament ever. 10 teams make the tournament. What a nice setup by Stinger. I haven't seen something like that in a hot minute. Wow. Outlaw with the bad touch. Stinger just pinches it off of his own teammate Bandit to get it in there. 4-2 with 1-1-1 left on the clock. 1 minute, 11 seconds now going into the 7th tip. This ball's going to shoot away into the third striker side. If you're a beat tapes fan, you might want this. Because, I mean, that's like a hot topic right now, the beat tapes potential of tournament. I mean, they would have to wait all the way until August or maybe even early September to see if they're ever going to make another tournament again. And if that, tournament time, and C-Block's going to make another goal. And, well, come tournament time, probably December, maybe October at the earliest. Because it really just depends on how many weeks are in a month and where those weeks end out to. Because whatever month the season ends at, either if it's at the end of a month or if it's at the C-Block almost hitting the game-tying goal that they would need to have a comeback feasible. C-Block trying to put it back. 4-3 with 25 seconds. The musical strikers can potentially hold on to even out their record. Outlaw trying to send up something. Maverick's going to send it away. Also, something to mention, if the third strikers do get another goal, you would want the musical strikers probably to get an overtime win, because then that would be a harder setback on the third strikers, right? But it doesn't seem feasible, as the third strikers would need to pull off, just dribble it constantly. But the musical strikers will win this blue blood rivalry, as they even out their record 4-4, and so do they do it for the third strikers. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Hope to see you in a couple of minutes. But Maverick is your MVP with 535 score, 2 goals, 1 assist, 3 saves, 4 shots. A good old 2 for 4, 50%. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching, and I will... Oh, wait. The after-game talk. Sorry. Well, impressive game by the musical strikers to pull out that win, as they're knocking down the third strikers even further. The musical strikers offense played very well, as they obviously wanted this win to potentially make another tournament to have another shot at championship redemption. The story for them is redemption line, but their defense obviously played very well. The third striker's offense was trying to make the comeback feasible, but couldn't grab it in the last seconds, and their defense obviously was slipping up. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for watching. Make sure to catch me here in a couple of minutes for the Battleground rivalry between the number 15, the Crimson Knights, at their home court. I'm pretty sure that's Wasteland. And the number 16, the Crusaders. See why I told you that wasn't an important game? Yeah. All right. See you there.